And the people who coordinated this meeting, we've been limited in our spaces to speak. We call for a democratic dialogue, and this is not a democratic dialogue. I have no questions to you guys, but I will say this. One, President Weber, Senator Cook, you guys were given the responsibility of reducing enrollment at San Diego State by 4,000 students. The fact is that between you guys and whoever made the decision to eliminate the local student admin policy, you guys chose to put the majority of the burden on local students. 37% of the 4,000 students that were denied admission were from the local service area. The fact is that this is not Steven Weber State University, it's not Samuel Cook State University, it's not Reggie Blaylock State University, it is San Diego State University. You guys pushed them into prisons, pushed them to not, as some of the teachers have said, they set goals for their students, saying you guys have to pursue higher education. And the fact is that all the work, the hard work that we have, that teachers in San Diego have made to try to prepare the students to go into university, by y'all making this decision, you guys have made it even harder, and have made their job even harder. The fact is that I'm glad Reggie Blaylock is here. He's the director of the Education Opportunity Program. But the fact is that you don't give students opportunities by denying them access into the university. I'm not going to speak on behalf of Greg Powell, the ticket director, but I would be appalled if he would be sitting here next to you.
Is that privilege? And the other question is the first time. Do you have one idea how many students they are far or exclusively of the education right now for this situation in San Diego? Yeah, in San Diego.
We've got pretty good ideas. I don't have direct numbers to give you, but most of the students that apply to San Diego State, the local students that apply to San Diego State, also apply to other universities. Whether they get into those universities or not is another matter. They apply to many universities, San Diego State among them, so that for all our students, local and non-local, we admit more students than will ultimately come because many of them choose to go to another university instead. It's important to understand that over the whole group, we had to turn away 24,000 qualified students. A very small portion of the ones we turned away were local students, and we gave the local students extra points so that they could compete better. And even with the extra points, we admitted local students with lower scores than the non-local students.
Thank you. Well, I believe that's all the time we have.
No, President Weber, we're here as students, as parents, and teachers, members of FUeL. Here we believe that education is a basic human right, a right that you're denying right now, a right to speak, just because you've taken the initiative to develop a forum that you call. We're appalled that all of a sudden you presented a slide that says FUeL and President Weber Community Forum, when you did not, President Weber and panelists, did not include any of our comments, any of our proposals or suggestions to develop this forum, and now you've considered your forum, and we're appalled that you think it's silly to sign a petition. Your petition, this is not your petition. This is a community petition. So we do not have any questions for you, no. We're speaking because this is our forum, not your forum, a forum that we, the students, parents, teachers, and community members called upon, not your office. So we're appalled that yesterday at 3:30 we received an email letting us know that you have your own MC, you have your own panelists, and that we will not be allowed to have our own panelists to speak and to have the democratic dialogue take place. So, I only have one question for you. Are you going to sign this petition? Not your petition, but a petition by us, the community members, the students of you and your panelists have denied the right to a basic human education, a basic right, which is an education. So we ask you one more time, are you going to sign the petition? Not your petition.
Well, it's not my petition. It's a petition to me, if I understand it correctly.
Earlier we heard you thought it was silly for you to sign your petition.
a petition to me. I have said I will be happy to meet with you.
We've met on 3 occasions already to develop this form, and we were not taken into consideration. We are more than willing to have another form to continue the process in developing a democratic dialogue. But we are not going to sit here and have you organize another form for us. So we asked you, I think this is the 3rd time, are you going to sign this petition?
No, I'm not. One of the things that you asked for in long period back and forth conversations with Tyler right here in my office, you asked that our conversation take place in the community. We said, reasonable press, we'll come to the community. You asked for a moderator. We tried to find a moderator with bilingual skills, not an employee of San Diego State.
Are we supposed to thank you now?
I didn't know.
Are we supposed to thank you? No, that was not my question. My question was, are you going to sign this petition? It's very clear who organized this form. It's very clear that you chose the MC, that you chose the panelists, and that we were not given the opportunity to have our own panelists, to have our own MC when we proposed it, when we gave names. I'm not asking about the form anymore. I'm asking about the petition.
I said, no, I'm not going to sign the petition.
So let it be clear that he is not willing to dialogue with us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, and let's keep the dialogue, okay?
Revolution!
Any comments or questions? Dr. Weber, did you want to close? Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, guys. Okay.
When you're among your own people, we're able to talk. As you can see, this is bullshit. You know, excuse my language. I know we have little children here, but the reality is that the bureaucracy and the little playing of games and stuff, look at what's costing. It's costing for our students, our children, not to be able to go to a university in their community, in their city. You know, here I am, Juan Orozco, representing Unión del Barrio and the Mozo part of Barrio. And we say, ya basta, forget this. We are going to organize to change these conditions. But let me tell you, I can't do this by myself. I'm a high school counselor, and I know the realities that our students go through, the BS that they have to go through to go to higher education. The only way we're going to change these conditions is if we collectively struggle to change them. University! Our university!